We have all heard a lot about mindfulness. Marianne has been talking about it and preaching about it for a long time, especially to me. And today we are going to talk about how to stay more in the present. You're going to let us know how to do that, Marianne, aren't you?
Yes, because I have very good experience with a lot of people about this and myself too, because we all do mindless things all day long. We don't even think about it. Bob, I think you and I talk about this every single day, like when you're emptying the dishwasher and putting things away that have a crust of food still stuck on them. And then, I pick it up from the cabinet and I'm like, why is there crusty food on this? It's pretty much our everyday argument, isn't it?
Well, when I'm doing a task like that, I like to either snack or watch the Cubs game, and that helps me get through the task. But I guess I get distracted. Right now, though, I'm focusing on our conversation
Okay.
and not on what I want for lunch. So tell us what we need to hear.
All right. So that's exactly like when you are emptying the dishwasher, for example, it really, really matters. I mean, it matters like how you're doing it, like what you're thinking about. So let's just talk about that for one moment. Okay. So emptying the dishwasher, if you do it mindlessly, you're going through the motions and you're not even realizing that the dishes aren't clean, and it's a waste of time. It makes for a really frustrating situation between you and me and yourself. I mean, like you're sitting there with dirty dishes as well, and you miss the chances to spot a problem like that the dishes didn't wash properly. So the mindful fix for this is just pause before you're doing something and take a breath and assess the task and say to yourself, I am now emptying the dishwasher, and think about that.
But it makes
You
it
think
more
that can
fun
work?
when I'm having a candy bar while I'm doing it. It makes it a more pleasant task.
Exactly, because you don't have to think about it.
Uh
Your
huh.
your your mind shifts. You're used to doing that. All right, so driving familiar routes. So you get to this destination and you have no memory of the drive at all. Doesn't that happen to you all the
Oh,
time?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you miss the visual beauty, the warning signs, the mental clarity that can come from driving when you're feeling present. So engage your senses when you're driving, like notice the sounds and the colors and even the feel of the wheel.
But again, if you're doing something else in your mind, then you're not as irritated by the traffic, right?
Yes, but you're also not, I mean, it's not even safe to drive like
Well, that's
that.
true. That's a good point.
Scrolling on social media. So you open an app and suddenly, this happens to me all the time, 30 minutes have disappeared and you lose time and energy and attention that you could have spent on something more meaningful. I'm always kicking myself for doing that. So here's an easy fix. Schedule a no autopilot time and then use social media with an intention and then be done after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, and be sure not to scroll while you're driving.
Yes.
Don't do that.
All right. So, how about eating meals? You sit there in front of the TV on your phone. You do this when I'm not home because we usually have like family time together for dinner usually. But if you're by yourself, you are just eating in front of the TV and you're missing the taste and you're missing the fullness cues also. So you overeat and you don't enjoy as much. So that's one of life's core pleasures. You don't want to do that. So slow down intentionally and chew slowly, savor the flavors until you notice that you're full and then stop eating.
Yeah, you'll lose weight.
How about conversations with loved ones? Okay, so you nod along, but you're not really hearing what they're saying. I'm always testing you. I'm always saying, what did I just say? And you have this ability to recall the last few words,
I'm good at that.
but I don't think you really were thinking about them.
I play
So you
back.
you
Yeah.
damage a connection and you miss the emotional cues that actually deepen relationships. So do one thing at a time and then give your undivided attention, even if it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
What about showering? Now, this is a hard one because you're rinsing, you're washing, and you leave without noticing a thing. And you miss a built-in moment of relaxation and sensory pleasure that we all get when we're taking a shower. So try to feel the water and smell the soap.
Yeah, but I get ideas when I'm in there. I think about things I have to do. I remember things. I come up with concepts for work while I'm in the shower. If I'm just
And do you remember to wash everywhere?
no.
Okay, it happens to people also when they're walking a dog. You're on your phone, you're not with your pet or with your surroundings, and you lose chances to enjoy nature and bond with your dog. So name what you're doing and look around and share the moment. I remember as a little kid, I wanted to become a spy. And my cousin said to me, well, in order to be a spy, you have to be very, very observant. And that means that sit in a chair and notice every single thing that is around you. Like there's a computer in front of me. There's a jug of water next to me. There's a chair next to me. The chair is gray. I mean, so like name things, and that's something that maybe could help.
You did become a spy on me. Oh, Sherlock Holmes famously said to Dr. Watson, "You see, but you don't observe." There
Exactly.
you go.
Yeah. And same thing with checking your email. You skim and you miss the important details, and you send like these rushed replies, and a lot of misunderstandings happen. I know that once sometimes I have to reread something that I thought it said in my email and it didn't.
Yeah.
So, put away the distractions. And also, and this goes for the last couple that I have are grocery shopping. You grab the usuals without checking prices or freshness, and then you overspend or you miss better choices. And watching TV or streaming, you binge a series and you don't even remember what it was about. That happens to me all the time. So ask yourself, what stands out? What did you actually enjoy?
All right.
So those are my savvy tips for being more mindful.
Yeah. Well, I think we all can be more mindful. It's a good thing. And what do you got in the food department for us this week?
I have been making so many salads this summer. I am on a salad craze. And there's nothing that I love more than making a vinaigrette that contains an entire onion, because that way I don't have to chop it up and put it in the salad, but I still get the great taste. So it's a one onion vinaigrette, and it's super easy to make, and it is on the website.
Yeah, I don't even want to buy salad dressing at the grocery store anymore because yours are so much better and very healthy, right?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, when you make it yourself, it's so easy, and no additives, no stabilizers, nothing else, no sugar, unless you actually want to put it in there. And it's so much better.
To get all of Marianne's delicious recipes, go to savvyplanet.com and subscribe. That's Savvy Planet with a dash in between. Thank you, Marianne. I am looking forward to a very mindful weekend.
Thank you, Bob. Me too. I can't wait.
8:49, and we've got Block Club Chicago standing by with extremely local news coming right up. Forecast, hot, steamy. Steve?
Yeah, we're already at 80 degrees along the lakefront today. A number of suburbs have also hit 80 already. We're on our way to 93 today with mostly sunny